The Hot Love Affair podcast with Amy Robach and TJ Holmes is already running out of steam. Through our ears, not our eyes, have Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton, the icons of noon TV intended for listeners in the back of taxi cars, made a magnificent comeback into society. A year to the day they were told to leave their positions as co-anchors of GMA3 and take an indefinite leave of absence following the revelation of their romance. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes debuted their podcast, Amy and TJ, last week. Now that they're no longer confined by the Puritan values of daytime TV, and considering they've had an entire year to conceive of and craft their rehabilitated image, I had higher expectations. I did not know who either of these people were before November 30th, 2022, and their tryst captivated me along with a nation raised by the ethos love wins and, or don't let your husband stop you from finding the love of your life. Surely this new podcast would capitalize off of that momentum, or discuss the stigmas of workplace relationships, or talk about the joys and pitfalls of blending families. It has done none of that. Perhaps it will eventually get it there, but the first 2 episodes are incredibly boring attempts at self-mythologizing. Saying the names Amy and TJ aloud evokes the same amount of sensual interest as 2 persons paired at random to finish a class project. The first episode was every bit as titillating as the show's name. This week's episode was just a recap of Robach and Holmes' week after they premiered the podcast on December 5th, which included a dinner with Robach's parents that Holmes managed to write off as a business expense, what Holmes' daughter wore to iHeartRadio's Jingle Ball, and a wedding they attended where the tabloids erroneously reported that they were dirty dancing.